Yo, guys, I hope you're well. So, guys, once again, the mainstream media never fails to disappoint. So, last night, it was quite late, it was after 10 o'clock. I found out about the Labour MP, and his name is Dan Norris, and he was the MP for North East Somerset, and he was arrested for suspected child abuse and worse with minors. And yep, it was on the news for about the best part of a couple of hours. I woke up this morning, there's been nothing, no additional information at all about Dan Norris being arrested. So, and I assume this would be the case anyway, because the mainstream media has a way of reporting incidents and then basically just making them disappear. And it's been replaced by this hoo-ha, this furore about two MPs, I think they're Labour MPs, who've been denied access to Israel. So I'm just looking at the names here. Is it Abtisam Mohammed and Yuan Yang? They've not been allowed to enter Israel on humanitarian causes. The Israelis have denied them access for whatever reason. So right now, the whole press is up in arms about this. But to be honest with you, I'm much more concerned about here in the UK and with our children, our kids, who are our future. So, and this ties in with Keir Starmer once again, because I want to know, when did Keir Starmer know about the incidents with Dan Norris? Because apparently these go back quite a long time, quite a long period. So when did Keir Starmer know about Dan Norris? Or is it going to be the same case as with the Jimmy Savile? Because remember, Keir Starmer was the head of the DPP. He said he knew nothing about the Jimmy Savile files. And now he is the PM. Does he once again try and tell us he knew nothing about the Dan Norris situation? It's beginning to become a kind of recurring theme here with Keir Starmer. Anytime and every time something goes wrong, Keir Starmer was not across it. If something goes right and he gets kudos, he knows all about it. Which one is it? Did he know about this case? Did he not know about this case? And if he didn't know about this case of Dan Norris, why did he not know about this case? And what this case opens up to me, because if you've got someone who is at the centre of Parliament, who is an MP, and he has been accused, he's not been found guilty yet. Just make certain that we understand that he hasn't been found guilty, but there is a case being built up against him about alleged incidents, just horrific incidents with children, with kids, our kids. And the reason I'm really angry about this, and it's something that lies on my heart, is because Keir Starmer has again and again and again denied the opportunity and the questions that we want to be asked for in a public inquiry that will bring together all of the cases around grooming gangs, etc., etc. Remember, Cyril Smith, if I remember rightly, that was Rochdale. That man was allowed to get through his entire life, and people knew about Cyril Smith. You know, the big fat one? Sorry if I'm going against political correctness by calling him the big fat guy, but he was a big fat guy. Cyril Smith got away with it. And he was always smiling, laughing at us. So we've asked for a public inquiry. The David Amos family have asked for a public inquiry on the back of Southport, being denied, slapped down by Starmer, being denied, slapped down by Yvette Cooper. This one, with this guy Norris, we've reached a tipping point. We want a public inquiry. We want to know who knew, when, and how it's been covered up, if it has been covered up. Because we have been told, and it's been highlighted, that some of this is institutional. So if it goes as high as MPs, we need to know, and we need to know that this is being rooted out. So yeah, we need someone to take this cause up and to get this into the public eye once again, because it's not going to go away. I'm going to make certain I keep talking about this. And if it means that something bad happens to me, then so be it. So be it. To me, this is one of the most important things that we can think about. our children are our future. And if we cannot protect our children, then there is no point in going on. There is no point. So guys, let me know down here in the comment section. I am very aggrieved about this. So this guy, Dan Norris, okay, he's been arrested. Hopefully it will go through judicial process. And at the end of the day, whatever he's done, if he's innocent, great. If he's guilty, then hopefully the full force of the law, which Keir Starmer keeps going on about, should be thrown at him. But what it opens up for me is a can of worms, because this can of worms says, how deep does this go? If this is going on with parliamentary MPs, then we really need to dig deep and to uncover how bad it is. And if it's bad, then it doesn't matter. We need to know how bad, root it out and make certain it doesn't happen again. First things first, public inquiry needs to happen, and it needs to happen as soon as possible. Too many of these incidents are happening. Too many of them are being swept under the grass. Can't happen anymore, not in this society. People going on about, oh, diversity, equity, inclusion. Well, what about the rights of the individuals who are being harmed from such a young age and their entire futures destroyed? They have a right for someone to stand up for them. And if we don't stand up for them, then we are a lost cause. And we call ourselves a progressive society. Well, if this is happening in our society, we call ourselves progressive and forward thinking and forward moving, then please stop the bus. I want to get off.